The day Amelia opened the red door. People in Willowtown still talk about the morning Amelia discovered the red door. No one expected anything unusual that day, not even Amelia herself. She was a quiet 22-year-old who often walked with her head down, as if afraid the world might ask her a question she didn't know how to answer. Life had not been easy for her. She worked long hours at a bakery, came home tired, and went to bed hoping tomorrow would feel different. But it never did, until that morning. The sun had barely climbed over the houses when Amelia stepped outside, rubbing sleep from her eyes. That was when she noticed something strange, a small red wooden door standing in the middle of her backyard. It wasn't attached to a wall. It wasn't part of a building. It simply stood there, tall, bright, and impossible to ignore. She froze. "Who put this here?" she whispered. There was no answer, only the cool wind brushing her cheeks. Every part of her wanted to walk away, to pretend she hadn't seen anything. Life had taught her to avoid trouble, avoid risk, avoid anything that looked like change. But the door felt different. It felt like it was waiting. Amelia moved closer, her heart beat faster with every step. On the surface of the wood, she saw faint writing, almost like it had been carved by many hands over many years. "Only the brave discover who they truly are." Her fingers trembled as she touched the words. She had never seen that message before, yet she felt as if it had been written for her. All her life, people had told her she was too soft, too slow, too unsure. Even she believed them sometimes. She had dreams, big ones, but fear kept them locked inside her like birds in a cage. She wondered, if I open this door, what if I finally change? Behind her, the morning grew brighter, and something inside her grew braver. She took a deep breath, and she opened it. The moment she stepped through, the world around her shifted. She found herself standing in a large, empty room. The floor was covered with mirrors, some cracked, some dusty, some perfectly clear. As Amelia walked forward, each mirror showed a different version of her. One showed her as she was, tired, uncertain, full of doubt. Another showed her giving up on her dreams completely. Another showed her older, looking back at her life with regret. She felt her throat tighten. But then she reached the last mirror. This one was shining, warm and bright, and what she saw inside made her breath catch. She saw herself, strong, confident, smiling, speaking to people, inspiring them, living a life she once thought was impossible. She looked fearless. She looked fulfilled. She looked free. Amelia stepped closer, touching the surface. Her reflection smiled back, as if to say, "This is who you can become, if you stop running from yourself." Tears filled her eyes. Just then, the mirrors began to fade, and the room melted away like mist. Amelia found herself suddenly back in her backyard. The red door was gone, but something was different. She felt taller, lighter, and for the first time in years, hopeful. That day, Amelia made a decision. She quit her bakery job, enrolled in the business course she had always feared she wasn't good enough for, and started writing down every dream she had buried. It wasn't easy. There were days she struggled, days she doubted, but she kept going. Weeks later, her teacher asked her, "What made you change?" Amelia smiled, remembering the mirror that showed her future. "Because," she said softly, "I finally realized that fear is a door, and every door can be opened." And she walked out of the class with steady steps, knowing she would never again allow her own fear to decide her future. Moral of the story, everyone has a red door moment, an opportunity that looks scary, unfamiliar, or uncertain. The question is, will you open it, or will you let fear make the choice for you? Your success, your growth, your next level, all begin the moment you dare to step through.